What's up, guys? This is the Ant-Man channel. It is Tuesday, the 28th of January, 2014, and I thought I'd have a special report in honor of Mr. Seeger, who has passed away this morning. I think I had a vision last night because this song that I was just listening to right now came to my head randomly last night, and I was singing it before I went to sleep to myself. I don't know why. You know what I mean? It was a random thing. Random how I even thought of the song too. And I wake up this morning to realize that Mr. Seeger has passed away. And I'm like, no way. I'm like, that's that guy that sings that song that's been stuck in my head since last night. I'm kind of a person who doesn't believe in coincidence, my friend. And for me to be given a vision or something, it's kind of hard for me to believe. So I'm just going to take it as it is and be like, wow, that's kind of a weird thing. But anyways, I thought I'd share with you guys a passage out of the book of Ecclesiastes out of chapter 3. And this is pretty much the entire message of the song by this guy that he had in this song. The only reason I even know about this song is because of the Wonder Years, that show. Because, like, you know, I'm young, I'm like 27. This is before my time. So anyway, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 it's entitled A Time for Everything. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What does the worker gain from his toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on men. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men, Yet they cannot fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for men than to be happy and do good while they live, that everyone may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all his toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing taken from it. God does it so that man will revere him. Whatever it has already been and what will be has been before, and God will call the past to account. And it has a thing, God calls back the past. I guess that's a different variant of this passage. And I saw something else under the sun. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of justice, wickedness was there. I thought in my heart, God will bring to judgment both the righteous and the wicked, for there will be a time for every activity, a time for every deed. I also thought, as for men, God tests them, so that they may see that they are like the animals. Man's fate is like that of the animals, and the same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath, or spirit, a different variant. Man has no advantage over the animal. Everything is meaningless. All go to the same place. All come from dust, and to dust all return. Who knows it? Who knows if the spirit of man rises upward, and if the spirit of the animal, or different variant, who knows the spirit of man which rises upward, or the spirit of the animal which, I don't know why, goes down into the earth. So I saw that there is nothing better for a man than to enjoy his work, because that is his lot. For who can bring him to see what will happen after him? Well, you know what this means. That's a whole different. Theme. That's a whole different story. Like what the point of the book of Ecclesiastes is trying to, bring across. But that right there, what I just read, just kind of opened my eyes right now. If you guys saw the Grammys, America is openly pagan now, and Christians, you guys cannot. I'm sorry, but you're gonna start to find out who the real Christians really are, because you don't like watching this stuff. Excuse me, but you guys know better. You guys should know. Let the heathen believe that this is all a game, and that it's all playing dress up and it's all about dancing and singing. But no. You guys, Nothing is new under the sun, man. You guys, this is straight up spiritual warfare. There's a time for everything. We know who's with us. God is with us. We shouldn't be afraid of the enemy because they laugh at us. They do all these things that they seem like everything is so meaningless. I had a conversation with my friends last night about consciousness, and they actually believe, or they actually even take it to account, that because somebody said that we're living in a computer simulation, that might actually be true. And I just really, I shook my head. I put my head down and I shook my head, because I read my Bible and I study it and I know the truth. And when I know my friends are they're being tossed and turned by every wave that comes by, because they don't really know anything. They don't know the truth. If you don't know the truth, then everything is a possibility. Everything is like, oh well, I can pretty much think about that then and see if that's true. But it's a waste of time, in my opinion, because we're conscious. We know that we're accountable. You Christians know you're accountable. You know that all this stuff is, there's no such thing as coincidence. All of our lives are meaningful in the eyes of God, and that He wants us to restore, that fellowship with Him. He wants us to be one with Christ, and as He is with God, that's how we want to be with Him. We want to be one with them, with the triune God. And I'm telling you, America, I'm not ashamed to say this, but you guys cannot entertain the American media anymore. You guys can't watch it. You guys can't pretend like that's not really spiritually, playing a role like against you. You know what I mean? Like it is, because watching this kind of stuff, you guys, it's bad for you spiritually. So if you guys don't understand that that's what they're doing occultic witchcraft, like occultic ceremonies on stage while they're doing this, and in the name of it being entertainment and it being over celebrities and stuff like that. What it really is they're rituals. They're satanic rituals, you guys, and you guys have to know this, because America is going to get pulled into being hardcore pagan. All the heathens, all the unbelievers that think this is all a game and a joke, they're going to start to become like that, because it's all a game and it's all a joke, and it's going to become trendy. And you know what, dude? We're going to see who the real Christians are. I shun this already. I tell you, like, you know what, dude? I'm not even going to tweet about it. I'm not even going to be like, oh, well, did you guys see? I didn't even watch the Grammys. I just know that everyone's, like, shouting about it now. Like, oh, that was so openly pagan. It's so obvious. And, and it's like, yeah, dude, it has been. It has been for a while now. All of the big, things that they do at the Olympics, at all the, you know what I mean? Everywhere that they have big shows, they're all occultic in nature now. They're all pagan. They're all giving praise to the devil. So as America degrades itself into being absolutely depraved, we got to be standing up for God. We got to honor God with our bodies, our minds. We bear His image, you guys. It makes Him mad that you bear His image and that you are against Him, shaking your puny fists at Him every day, because He's coming back for judgment. And that's, why the heathen doesn't believe is because there is no judgment, no flood, no creation. These three things are about everything that goes on. But only the Christian that reads his Bible knows and understands where, he has a frame of reference here, because he knows what time he's living in, you know what I mean? The heathen doesn't want to pay attention to time, because it reproves everything that he believes in, because, evolution is just, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. And people believe that, and that's what makes it sad, because, you know what they say, the sin of a kid is something to blush at, but the sin of a grown man is something to be terribly sorrowful about. It's sad, because there are lost people out there, and Jesus would take a strike on the cheek for you, because He knows that your soul is more important than your dumb pride and your ego and all these things that keep you blind to spiritual knowledge and truth. But anyways, I'm going to keep this short, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, got something out of it. I didn't plan on doing this. I felt, you know what I mean? Like, I felt led to do this, because maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a sign, Christians. Maybe it's a sign to grow up and really stand up for what you believe in and be real. And not just, you know what I mean? Not just to impress other people, Not to just impress other people with what you think you know and all this stuff, but do it because you honor God and you want to glorify Him. Anyways, God bless you.